If the house don't look right, bounce. What's going on, ladies and gents? It's Cyberland coming back to you with another real estate video. And this is something else that I have also thought about when I went door knocking. I figured I'd share it. So, when you're door knocking, you're gonna, no matter what neighborhood it is, you're gonna come across houses that are really kept up nice. They look beautiful and gorgeous. And then you're going to come across a house next door or two doors down from the house you're at that looks run down, doesn't look like it's being upkept. One of the windows is broken. The door, there's junk in front of the front door. It looks fucked up and ran down. And I know appearances are not always, you shouldn't always go by the appearance of somebody, but I look at it like this. When I'm just talking to somebody on the street, I don't go by the appearance. I don't make a big deal about it too much. However, if the house looks like woo headquarters, I'm not going to that house. And this is the reason why. I had a situation a couple months ago in one neighborhood where all the houses for the outside of two houses, all the houses looked great. They were fine. Some people were home, some people weren't. But one of these houses, the weeds were just out of control. You kind of had to go curving around from the sidewalk to get to the house. The pavement to get to the front door curved through a bush and then went around to where it wasn't easy access to see from the street, the door. And at first I was like, I'm cool, but then I just said, fuck this. I ain't doing this shit. I'm just not doing it. I don't give a shit who lives there, or they could be the nicest person. I can't see the front door from the sidewalk. Literally. I could not see the front door. I couldn't even see the walkway to get to the front door. And the bushes were overgrown. They weren't trimmed back to where you couldn't see shit. And I was just like, you know what? I could, even though I'm a guy, I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I walk up to the door and somebody's already there and they got a blade ready for me, or they got a gun to tell me to get in the house or some shit. It's like, fuck that. I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm out here trying to meet people and get clientele, but all money ain't good money. And at a certain point, I'm not going to risk my life just to fucking knock on somebody's door who happens to be a nutball. So that house, I just said, well, I ain't going to that house, and that's that. The other house I went to, and I got kind of close, and then I took a step back because, first off, the garage was open but not open, so something didn't look right. Then on top of that, there was no door. There was no doorknob for the door, and there was no doorbell. But I could have knocked on the screen, but I was like, you know what? And then there was trash littered on the porch, and I just said, you know what? For somebody to have their house looking like this, you could at least clean up your trash. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not comfortable with this. This could be the Texas Chainsaw Massacre type shit. And I'm not going to put myself in harm's way. So I just said, fuck it. I'll go somewhere else. And that was it. The reason why I say this to those watching is because, yes, nice houses can have serial killers too, and they have. But at the same time, if something already doesn't look right, why put yourself in a situation to be around something that doesn't look right? For example, I'm sorry, some people might find this offensive, but you know what parts of LA are the ghetto. You know what parts of LA are dangerous. People in general don't fucking go to those parts of LA. That can be seen as mean or a certain way. But the reality is you don't fucking go to those parts of LA. If you're trying to stay safe, you don't drive through those areas. You find a different route to go because you know that there's a possibility you could get hurt, you could get robbed, you could get stabbed, you could get shot. You could also be, starts with an R for the women, even sexually assaulted as the men. So you don't go to those parts of Los Angeles. Doesn't matter what the news will try to say they cleaned them up, or people will try to say it's not that bad. You're not going there. So it's the same thing. You don't put you know certain parts or something doesn't look right, you stay the fuck up out of there so you don't put yourself in harm's way. That's it. The hell with how everybody feels about it. The hell with somebody else's feelings. This is your life. This is your safety. So, and that's one thing I've done when I have gone door knocking as well. Keep that in mind. So that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.